All right. All right. All right, great to be with you this morning. And happy summer. Welcome to summer. We had just a quintessential summer day here yesterday. Beautiful temperatures, at least on the coast we did. Beautiful temperatures and winds and sun. It was a day to remember, actually, because it was just, there really wasn't a lot of humidity, and it was just lovely. So I hope you have also enjoyed the beginning of summer. As we know, it's a short season, so especially up here. So it's a time to think about how you're going to enjoy it. Enjoy summer for sure. Okay. So we're starting in our chair as usual with our backs as best we can to the chair, backs of the legs, feeling connected to the chair, and our feet on the floor, feeling all those parts of your feet as best you can, especially if you're barefoot, feeling those parts of the feet on the floor and thinking about our 90-degree angles that we just created. Let's just take and just open up, feeling a nice stretch across the front of the body. Take a gentle look upward. You might feel your shoulder blades begin to come towards each other. And just take a couple of breaths here. Maybe your eyes are closed so you really connect with your breath. Nice. Your next inhale, just inhale those arms slightly up and over and down onto your thighs. Feel that gentle touch of your hands to your thighs. Feel that connection to yourself as we begin to come into ourselves, the core of ourselves, and see if we can leave behind, for this hour at least, some of the external stimuli that are constantly there if we pay attention to them. So focusing on the breath, the sound of the breath, the feeling of the breath is very helpful with this. Eyes closed, of course, then you don't see things that are going on in your neighborhood or in your living room or in your home. And let's just shrug the shoulders up, bring them back down, shrug them up, and bring them back down. Do this 2 more times, just gently shrug them up and back down, up and down. Now let's bring the hands down at our side and just roll them gently, making nice small circles. Nice. And other direction. So very gentle. We're just beginning to stimulate the joints, get some energy in the joints. Arms come down. Let them just hang at your side for a moment, thinking about sternum forward. Turn your palms so they're facing forward. Or actually, I've just turned mine all the way around so they're facing out to the sides of the room. And we're going to take a very slow inhale as we bring those arms up as high as you can. Doesn't have to be all the way up here. Take the palms together. And exhale them down to your heart space. We're going to take another slow inhale as we bring the arms up right from here. Inhale. Open, exhale, slow down. Turn the palms again. Inhale. Bring that air, that breath of fresh energy. Exhale. Thumbs touch the heart. Inhale. Open. Turn the palms. Exhale. One more time through that sequence. Turn the palms out. Inhale. Slow inhale up. Palms together. Exhale down. Inhale up. Open. Look up. Turn the palms. Exhale down. Nice and easy. And we'll bring those palms right back to the tops of your thighs. Come back to centering within yourself, finding, hearing your breath. Let's take both hands, one on top of the other, approximately over your heart space. Breathe into your hands and breathe out. Breathe in, expanding, breathe out. Again. And out. Now leave one hand here, take the other one down to your abdomen, same thing. Breathe in. And out. And see if you can create an expansion in your abdomen. So you feel those abdominal muscles moving outward with the inhale and retracting back with the exhale. Last one, exhale. Take the hands down to your thighs and just let your head come forward. No need to create this movement. It happens all on its own. Once you let those muscles release, the head will naturally come down in front of you, stretching out the neck. Return to your breath whenever you have forgotten about it. With our head down this way, we can think about with each exhale, letting extraneous thoughts tumble out, things we don't need to think about right now. And then inhale over to one shoulder and exhale as you cross the front of the body over to the other. Inhale and exhale. Cross over, pause, inhale and exhale. And now just take the chin side to side without pausing. Through whatever range of motion is available this morning. As we come up and over the left side, take the head up and look out over that shoulder. Keeping both shoulders down, and then take the head directly across, eyes on the horizon, and then come over to the other shoulder. Crossing back to the left shoulder, and now take your right arm down. It can be down. It can come back behind. Release. Come straight across, eyes across the horizon, gazing over the right shoulder. Take your left arm down, and if you like, gently hooking it behind the chair. And then come back so that you're looking center again. Take the arms again down. This time, here's our hip hinge, right where the leg moves into the torso. So hip hinge forward without curving forward. Take the arms back like you're opening up. Remember the vision of a masthead on a boat. So we're really opening up the front body. And exhale back to the back of the chair, release and open up. And release. Open up and release. This time we're going to open up, hold it. If you'd like, take those arms back around and hold on to the back of the chair. And maybe you can extend just a little bit farther forward. Also, if you like, you can just hold that sternum forward and drop the gaze. Notice you still have a nice long extended back. Inhale upward, bring those palms together, cross, give yourself a pat on the back. Every day is still our journey. Every day has its challenges, so you deserve these hugs. Open up, we all do. Cross again. And I don't mean that each day does not also have its joys, it does. But it will also have challenging aspects because we wouldn't be thinking people if we didn't find some parts of our day a bit challenging or just something we have to think through, figure out. Okay, our hands are up in our cactus pose that normally goes with the goddess legs. And now just bring those arms together. Feeling a glorious stretch across the back of the shoulders. And all you need to do is bring your arms as close as you can. However close that is, you're going to feel that stretch across the back. Back out through cactus arms and come up. A greeting to the sun, or sometimes we call this five-pointed star. And then turn the hands and arms, bring them back down. Let's rest those arms, taking the palms right on to your lap. Let's just come into a little bit of a jogging step. It's little, it's small. Always remember wherever we're going, we're not in a hurry. And now let's slow it down. Slow motion, action hero, jog. We'll add some arms, action hero. Nice and slow. So feel that stretch each side of your upper back as you bring the arm back. You can do just the legs, just the arms. You can pause, start again. Let's take it just a little bit faster. Nice. Humidity, we don't want to move too fast. Definitely. And let's take it very slow, very low. And then we'll come to a stop and just place those hands on your lap. Just take and do a little bit of tapping to the upper thighs. It's a thank you to our thighs. Using our quads, these guys right here. 4 giant muscles come down to a tendon right into the knee. Slide your feet out. Lift them if you like, or leave them down on the floor with the heels on the floor. I'm going to lift mine so you can see them. We're going to point and flex. This is sometimes when I'm doing this class that I see the bottom of my feet for the first time, and I wish I had cleaned them. However, today I took a shower earlier, so I'm all set. And open and not open and close, but just go side to side. Because it is also bare feet season, if that feels good for your feet. Nice. Widen, toes together, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, and then windshield wipe. Nice. So take both feet down, lift the left leg enough so that you can circle the ankle. First in one direction, and then in the other. Nice. Put that leg down, lift the other, circle. Nice. Other direction. Not a lot of snap, crackling, and popping in mine this morning. Maybe you're hearing a little bit of that in your joints. And down, and again, slide them forward and just flex and point, but alternate. Nice. Open up those toes. And I know every time I say this, I talk about this being an acquired skill. And you curl them, and then you open them, and then you curl them. Nice. And down, sit back in your chair if you scooted forward. We're going to think about our spine right now. Think about tailbone down, perhaps just about touching the chair. Spine reaching up. Cervical curve of the neck, all the way up into the skull. So let us turn towards the left. So we take that long spine and we just spiral it. Again, you decide the depth of your twist. If you want to hook your arm around the back, feel free to do that. Let's come to the other side. And it is morning. We're warming up the body. So we'll just gently and easily go side to side. And let your head move along with you as you go. One more each side. Come back to center. Inhale. And exhale. Taking your hands up to your shoulders. Taking the shoulders down. So you might have the forefingers in front and the thumbs behind. We'll just come in just some circles of the elbows, which translates into movement of the whole shoulder girdle. And then other direction. All right, and then pause, bring them down. We're going to go side to side, and we can use that same position of the hands if you like. So if I take my right hand to my right shoulder, I'm going to come over and lean into a side bend to the left. So the shoulder, notice how the elbow reaches up to extend the stretch in the hip. And then other direction, lift. And lift. And lift. Now you may want to do this stretching the arm overhead. You decide. What's a nice guide on this is that you keep your back pressed to the back of the chair. Nice. We'll do 2 more, 1 to each side. And we'll bring the arms down and place them on our lap again. Inhale and exhale. Let's make some movements to our face. So scrunching the eyes, moving the mouth all around, tongue side to side. Take your 2 fingers to each side of your face, right where the 2 jawbones meet, next to your ears, and just do just a little bit of pressing and massaging right down along your jawbone until those 2 fingers, 4 fingers meet at your chin, and then massage all the way back up until you get beside your ears again, pressing into that little bitty hollow spot that's right there. Nice. We're going to do another facial exercise. We've done this before. It's called the lion's breath. Here's the lion's pause. We're going to inhale, lean forward, inhale, inhale. One more time, inhale. And come back down. Yoga does use animals quite a bit in its postures. There's also the sleeping tiger, the crane, there's the eagle, there's a snake, there's a cobra, there's all kinds of things. So that was the lion's breath. All right, inhale and exhale. Let's scoot forward in our chairs and then scissor the feet wider apart and still think about the length of your spine. Before we come into movement, just press into your feet, release, press, release, and press, activating all the muscles in your legs. Here is our abdominal muscles and our belly button. We're going to take and press the sternum and the belly forward, and then we're going to come back. And now just take the belly forward and back. So these are pelvic tilts, tucking the tailbone under, and then straightening it backwards, tucking it under, straightening it backwards, just finding whatever movement you have in there this morning. And then just bring it to what feels like neutral to you. Taking your arms up either beside your head or anywhere out. And we're just going to lengthen through the rib cage, perhaps feeling this all the way down to the hips. And maybe you let your rib cage sway side to side a little bit. And now again, down, actually, with our arms in cactus and our legs wide apart, we are in the goddess pose. Your toes are pointed out towards the corners. A good breath here. Goddess pose, pose of power and stability. And bringing those arms down. Just roll the shoulders just a little bit. Nice. Taking your hands on your hips. Here's waist, here's hips. So anywhere in here. And we're just going to circle the waist. You can add your head if you like. Totally up to you. Making the circle that feels right for you today. Might be a smaller one that I'm doing, might be a bigger one that I'm doing. Just make the one that feels right to you. Keep those feet really grounded into the earth. And let's pause wherever you are and just come around and circle in the other direction. Nice. So I am recording this today. If anybody wants a copy of it, I'm recording it for Linda, who couldn't be here. So if anybody wants a copy of it, I'm happy to send a copy to you, probably tomorrow. And then come right back up, pause, take your arms out for 5-pointed star, gazing upward, and then take your arms down so that they rest onto your thighs. All right, hip hinge. So the whole upper torso comes forward, sternum leading. You can take your elbows to your thighs or your hands to your thighs as we gently lean forward into our huddle pose. And we'll just go side to side, gently dropping a shoulder as we go each way. Always, always paying attention to your body. Where is it this morning? What sorts of movement or the depth of movement will give you a stretch, a gentle stretch, without causing any pain. All right, one more. And come up, shoulders back, roll them back, open up again, and then come back to seated. Nice job. We'll do that side to side stretch that we do in the chair. So as my left arm crosses over, my left leg is going to go, there's my New England accent, going to go in the other direction. So we go over and come back. And we switch sides and we go over and come back. And again, finding your place in this. Taking your time. We'll do one more. And come back to center. Nice inhale. Exhale, let's scissor the feet back together. Let's scoot back in the chair, placing your back right against the chair. Let's lift our left leg. Hold it up, either here or maybe you hold it up underneath. Take the other leg, bring it in towards you. Back to the left leg, bringing it up, holding it with one hand and just gently open side to side. Nice. Circle the hip. And again, find your range. Other direction. One more. And down, lifting the right knee up, either under or here, open gently to the side. I see someone has written me something. I'll get closer and read that in just a second. Okay, feet down on the floor. I'll get you started with a movement and then I'll come over and read the message. So we're going to scoot forward and draw the energy down and just continue with that. And bring positive energy to us. Okay. Let's continue with that movement. Do one more. And then press, 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 press it down. Nice, nice job. Inhale. And exhale. Great. All right. We're sitting in towards the back of our chair. We have our knees over our ankles. Our feet are hip distance. If you look down, it's like you see the number 11. Press into the feet a couple of times just to establish that connection to the earth and the energy we feel there that's coming from our legs. Either holding on to the seat of your chair, if you have armrests, maybe you hold on there. We're going to maintain the 90-degree angle and lift both legs at the same time. Ready? Inhale, lift, down, lift, down, lift. We'll keep doing this a few more times. So maybe that your feet don't come off the floor, but know that you're using all the muscles that are needed to do that. 2 more, lift, down, and lift, down. Great. Pause for a moment, inhale, and exhale. All right, let's do a few more of those. So again, hands on your thighs or here, lift both feet, down. Keeping the knees right over the ankles, down. Do 2 more, here's one. On the last one, we're gonna hold the feet up while we continue to breathe. That's the hard part, keep on breathing. And 3, 2, 1, down, shake it out. Shake it open. Shake it back. And that's it. Bringing it back together. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job. I'm going to enter my chair and come up to standing. We'll scoop up. Oh, I could have left the room. We'll scoop forward. Again, keeping the feet on the floor. Come into your nice straight spine. Feel those sit bones connecting you. And we're going to bring the arms forward, or they could be forward. Okay. We're going to begin to hip hinge. As we hip hinge, we lean forward, bring the weight to the feet, and stand up and down. Back up to the chair so that your legs are touching the chair. Reverse the whole thing. So we bring the arms forward. Begin to sit. Buttocks are backwards. Take it slow, down, and come back into your chair. Nice. We'll come forward. This time, try it with one leg forward. If you know that you have one leg that is stronger than the other, put that leg forward. And again, we bring the arms forward to begin our momentum forward, hip hinging, come up, arms come up, and come back down. Great, and find your chair. We'll start by standing beside it. Okay. be coming into standing mountain. So realigning everything that we had just aligned while we were seated. So we're going to take and hips over knees, over ankles, shoulders over hips. Think about that alignment of the body. Nice. As we pause here, just come into a few little knee bends here. Nice. And then gently bring your arms up to wherever they go, just to think about that length of the body. Just bring them back down. So you can be touching the chair, or you can be just standing beside it without touching the chair. Okay. Let's scissor our feet just a little bit wider, bending into the knees. The feet are parallel right now. Then just a little bit more, enough so you feel your Achilles tendons stretch out. And come back up, bend. And let's add some arms. So bend, arms go forward, and then they go back. And they go forward, and they go back. And you can have one on the chair. And it's just a little bend. This time, if you like, you can bring it all the way up so that you're standing and release back down. Nice job. Right. Let us loosen up the hips just a little bit. So we have our right side to the chair, and we have our right hand on the chair. Am I saying this correctly? I think actually for you, it's weight on the left leg, left hand on the chair. I forget to reverse it sometimes. And then we're going to take and just slowly move our leg in our infinity circles. Now you can do this with your foot on the floor. You can lift just a little bit, or you can lift way up and over. So deciding what variation your body needs this morning. So infinity circle or the figure eight, and then the last one, and we bring it back down. We'll come to the other side. Right hand on the chair, right foot on the floor. Here's our weight on that foot. So it's our left leg that's going to move. You can, as I said, bring it up high and over. Keep it medium, or keep it on the floor. All of these will get into the hip. Okay. One more, over, around, down, widen your stance. Feet are parallel, bend into the knees, and now just circle. So taking the hips as if they could touch upon each number on the clock. And I always say this, and I know it's a reference we all get, in another direction, because right beside my desk, I still have a clock with all the numbers on it. All right, other direction. Not other direction, last one. And come up to standing. Nice. Inhale, just open up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, open up. And down, one more time. Inhale, open up, sternum forward. And down. Anytime, nourish yourself. Let's face our chair. Fingertips or hands on the chair. Try not to grip. Try to be balanced on your feet with this support from the chair. We have our left foot pointed forward. Left foot forward. I'm going to take the right back. There's space in between the feet there. We're going to come into a lunge by bending into the front knee. It's right over the foot. The back leg, the heel is down so that you're getting a nice calf stretch. If you want to do this without the chair, you put the hands on your thigh and maybe you lean forward just a little bit. Runner's stretch, pressing both heels into the floor. Come back up, bring the foot forward, take it wide, face the chair, bending down, arms out, and we come into the goddess pose, facing the chair. And release. This time, right foot forward or opposite of whatever I said before, sliding the left back, keeping that heel down, bend into the front knee, okay? And if you like, taking the hands to the thighs, hip hinging forward. So both heels on the floor. And come back. And again, foot comes forward, widen the stance, and come into our goddess pose. And you can have one hand on the chair. And inhale up. All right, I'm going to do that series again and do it just a little bit differently. You can stay doing it just as we did if that feels better for you, if that variation is the one that you love. So we start the same, left foot forward, right back. We hip hinge, bend into the knee, hands here or hands here. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can come forward a little bit deeper. The change is going to be that we come up, instead of facing the chair, we turn and face front and come into goddess. And if you're feeling secure without the chair, you can take and just turn the whole thing around in the opposite direction. Maybe you've got a wall you could hold on to, and then you bend, come into lunge on that side, and then rise up, turn back to the front again, keep the feet wide, and come into our goddess pose. Great. And release that down, scissor the feet together, shake them out. So I always show it with a chair, but you could also have your hand on the wall as you do this and lean forward, or your kitchen counter. I'm a big fan of kitchen counter yoga. And as I say, because a lot of things about the kitchen bore me. So if I can be doing yoga at the same time, it just feels like I'm doing something fun. Okay. All right. Okay, I know what I'd like to do. Let's do the warriors. So we have our right side to the chair. I'm going to slide my right foot forward, take my left back, but this time it's angled so that the front heel lines up with the arch of the back. And I have my chair right here. And we gently see if we can square ourselves off to the front, all right? And then we bring our arms up for warrior one. So the feet stay the same from now on. So I'll just lift this just a little bit. Whoa, just knocked into my plant. There you go. Warrior one. If you'd like, we can take this, turn the hips aside, maybe your back arm touches your wall, and we come into warrior two. So same legs, it's just the body changes. I'll just show you what the arms are doing. Palms are down, shoulders are down, and we're looking out over the front arm, and we just release everything, coming back to our chair. Shake it out. So warrior one, warrior two. Do the other side. Taking the left foot forward, slide the right back. Front heel lines up with the arch of the back leg. A little bit of a scoring off of the hips. Staying lengthened as we lift those arms up, or maybe one arm. Coming into warrior one on the other side. Great. Shoulders are down. Great. Now we'll turn it into warrior two. So turn towards the chair this time. Reaching the front arm forward, back arm back, shoulders are down. Nice. Looking into the future, which we cannot read at all. Our whole body is in the present moment, and our back arm is honoring the past. And we release those arms down and come back. Shake those legs out. Let's walk it out just a little bit. Shake the feet. Nice. We face our chair now, facing the back of the chair. Having our hands on the chair. We start out in mountain, so we're all realigned again. We're going to take a few steps backwards so that the arms begin to stretch out. Bend into the knees as your buttocks move backwards. Come into any version of this or any variation that fits with your body today. What we're after is a calf stretch and a hamstring stretch. Lengthening the arms, stretching out the back. Now tuck the tailbone under, tuck it under. As you unhinge, come forward, walk to the chair, and just take a gentle back bend. Come back through center, walk backwards. And stretch. See if you can think about retracting that belly button back towards your back, feeling a stretch. The glutes, hamstrings, calves. And now tuck the tailbone under, walk to the chair, and gently press your body either to the chair or towards the chair. We'll do this one more time. We'll walk back, press down. Now, if you're feeling stable here, you feel like you've got your core stable, you can take and just wag side to side just a little bit. Tiny little wag side to side. And tuck under, walk forward, back, and release. Nice. Come down to seating. Seating, seated, seating. Again, I think I need to move this. So coming to stand in front of your chair. Legs are against the chair. We're going to hip hinge, arms come out, nice controlled movement back down to the chair. And rediscover the seated mountain, feet flat on the floor, knees over ankles, hips on the chair, shoulders over hips. Let's just place our arms in our lap with our palms up. Just gently think about pressing back with the shoulders. Relaxing through the mouth if you've tightened up there again. And maybe you can just open the mouth, and then when you close it, don't bring the teeth together or the lips together. Leave a little bit of a space there. It really enhances the exhale. Inhaling through the nose with that little space between upper and lower, like a big sigh of relief. My mother was a big sigher. And every once in a while, if I'm frustrated, I find myself sighing and I'm thinking, okay, I inherited that from my mother. But it's that kind of sighing that you're not like, you're not really quite sure what you're sighing about, but you do. Maybe it was in the heat last week or something. But anyway, if you take a bigger inhale and a more exuberant exhale, it's a great exchange of bringing in oxygen, letting go of CO2. Relax the jaw and then just take your hands and place them back down on your lap with the palms down. Let's open them up wide and let's give ourselves another hug. Feeling those hands pressed against your body wherever they reach. Breathe into the crossed elbows and the hands. Sense of touch, very important. Open up, recross in the other direction. And release. Coming to sit back in seated mountain. Let's see what this is. All right. There we go. Welcome back, Marcia. Okay, and seated in the chair. Taking a breath. Let's bring our left leg into us and towards us for a stretch. We're going to give the hip a stretch now by taking and angling the ankle over. Perhaps it comes up here, perhaps it's down here, but just taking and seeing if you can open up the leg by taking the knee outward. If it's up here in your thigh, just let it rest there. Maybe you take your hand and just put a gentle, steady pressure on it to open up the hip even more. Take your free hand, come to your foot, press your thumb into your arch. Maybe massage the toes just a little bit. I offer all these things, and I am your guide, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing them all. You pay attention to your body and do what feels best for you, keeping to the gentle edge and not traveling into the pain place. And maybe a little circling of the ankle in other directions. So if your ankle isn't up here, you could just be circling your ankle down here. Great. If your knee is up here, you can place your hands in front. We'll hip hinge and we'll just maybe just come forward an inch just to stretch out those hips and come back, forward and back. One more time. And back. And just gently lift that leg, bring it down to the floor and just take it side to side. And bring the foot down. Place that foot down. Lift the right one up. Squeeze it in towards you. Take and bring the ankle over. Or it's down in somewhere in here. Maybe a little gentle pressure on that thigh. And take the free hand and maybe press the thumb into the arch of your foot. Nice. Hands come to the front, sit up nice and tall, spine straight, and just lean slightly forward and come back. And slightly forward. And one more. Nice. And just guide the leg back to the floor, open and close. Shake them out, shake them open, and shake them closed. Nice. Let's take our arms out. Take your right hand and just press back on the fingers of the left, stretching out the wrist. And then the other hand. And do that again, both sides. And then circle those wrists. Nice. Other way. Palms together, interlace. Gently press forward. Release, press forward. Release. And release down, just open, close. Thumbs together, reach as far apart as you can. Jazz hands. And together. And down. Okay, hands have just like they just floated down from the clouds and have come to rest on your thighs. Let's just take our head down. With the back of the neck, stretch out. And breathe. Then just lift your head. We'll just come to a quiet moment at the end of class. Let your breathing return to its natural rhythms. See if you can keep all those thoughts that we wanted to banish earlier. See if you can keep them from coming back. So find one sound. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's a bird outside. Find one sound to focus on and keep coming back to that sound. And this is the tricky part. See if you cannot try to fix whatever it is, or wonder about it, or be curious about it, or tell a story about it. See if you can just listen with an openness. Breathing like this, like we have all through class, calms the nervous system. It sends signals to the brain telling it, no, no, no. You don't have to react to this. You don't have to move into fight or flight, which is our response to stress. Continue to hold on to your breath. Continue to focus on your breath. either leaving your hands right where they are, or maybe bring them up to prayer. Eyes open or closed. Summer is the annual permission slip to be lazy, to do nothing and have it count for something, to lie in the grass and count the stars, to sit on a branch and study the clouds. So let's bring our hands together in prayer pose, having your thumbs reaching towards your heart, perhaps actually touching your skin where your heart is. We'll join our voices in Om, inhale. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. Walk in peace, with compassion and gratitude. And may your day unfold smoothly and with ease. Namaste.